Right then. Should be live. Well then, let's do this. That's not going to be a problem. Management. Journal. Go to a strange land.
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie, from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here? Altercation, you say? Shame as that goes. Spacer's Choice policy strictly prohibits dying during work hours. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt.
Work.
Is that an official Spacer's Choice spacecraft on an official Spacer's Choice landing pad? Do I look like an automechanical sanitation unit? The answer to both questions is no. You'll want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
Alright. It's not, bro. Bit too fast. Yeah. Right then. Let's move it on. And later. You not die then. You're doing, bitch. You only poor people, you bastards. Just get up the hill. Jump, 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 big jump.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Low prices.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our gravesites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Peace, bro. Do what we can steal. Early retirement. Alright. Win that. Why? Nothing in there for me. We'll check out this town. Alright, hang on a minute. There we go. Right then.
Keep your distance, friend. I appreciate the company and all, but you really ought to leave. You don't want to be seen around me.
Why not?
Because I'm sick. You don't want to associate with people in the sick house. We're not worth your time. I'm in about as much trouble as I can be. No reason you ought to be tarnished by association. People are gonna talk. I don't know which company you work for, but if it's Spacer's Choice, boss can still write you up for fraternizing with an incompetent worker. Maybe you don't know this, but there's a real simple reason you don't talk to the plagued. You don't want what we've got. Don't. Please. I could get into a lot of trouble. That's kind of you to say, I suppose. But I don't need help. What I need is to understand my own folly. Company always tells us, weak spirits lead to weak bodies. If I didn't want to fall sick with plague, maybe I should have worked harder. Maybe I should have taken more pride in my work. I really wish you wouldn't say those sorts of things. I told you once already. People could be listening. I'm feeling a touch faint. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a spell. Watch it!
Still beautiful shit, can That sucks. People start talking. That leaves.
Company ammo! Open fire!
Don't mind if I yes.
Something's not right. Blast them off!
I love him fun.
If you're falling sick, I don't want you. You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
Devitt's folked.
It's no good if you can't steal shit. Do a lot of noise. Fine. What you can't see can hurt you. Okay. Let's go back downstairs. Yeah. In here. Yeah. Gotta get in there.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's Choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Gourmet. Okay.
Go right ahead. What, you mean Edgewater? That's a peculiar question. This a test? Am I being tested right now? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. Wouldn't want to spend my life working anywhere else. Prettiest little town on Terra 2. You are condescending to me, and I do not care for it. I am lucky to have my work, lucky to be alive. I don't get paid for banter. Was there something you needed?
Not really. Just wanted to annoy you. Yeah.
Wonder if the
Nothing
plague's
else.
ever
Get on with it.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
See me? You can't. talk to you. I want to talk to you.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart.
But alright.
Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker. Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Right, I've got one of them.
Eugene wasn't family. Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines.
That's bullshit.
Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice. Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Sure, but Jesus. You got foot with a bill because you found him dead. What is wrong? What else wrong with this town? Find him and shoot him in the face.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked...
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Alrighty.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great!
Sure.
I got
Take
my
her along with
wrenches
us.
and diagnosticators
Could be
and
fun.
hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Well, let's go.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Right now. Let's go talk to the vicar. Where's the church? Am I blind? Can I not see?
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Where is the vicar of Dibley?
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Antina.
I know how you feel.
Seriously, am I not blind? I can't see church?
There's something outside the wall.
Oh, that's a church.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it?
Yeah, Vicar Max.
You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
I like this guy.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
Good.
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. Glad we see eye to eye. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Yep.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Right on. What are you? You wanna talk?
Something you need? That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
Suppose.
You mean about the mission being too
more
clean?
efficient? Full of bullshit, but more efficient.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Don't know. Put your mind to it, you can do anything you want. Right then. Sure, what? Hang on. We got an assault rifle. Do all that. Just put a saber up there. Not all this stuff to junk. Right. All grave matter.
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to.
Ludwig Miller. You don't know. Okay. Yeah. Right, I've got there anyway. Let's see what Miller wants. That's pretty.
When I...
With it.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses.
Nope.
You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies. Just my luck. I ask for backup and the boss sends me one of them simple folk. All right. Listen real close. Automaton. mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance? I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
I don't think so, but...
Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project. It is indeed, and I will thank you to hand it here. You got some quick eyes, what with detecting my carefully hidden cache. Resistance could use your talents. An army of auto-mechanicals planning the total destruction of the human race is the very opposite of nonsense. It's, non-nonsense.
Okay.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. So tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid. Enlistment fees. Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name.
Wait.
They have sent a scout.
More money, more
prowling
money.
around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
No. Okay. We'll collect the rest of this money. And then we'll move on. Mountain Abernathy. Pay up, pay up, pay up. I'll
Yes,
come
Mr.
for you.
Thompson. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you?
Don't think so.
Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Yeah, you don't look like it.
And what are you doing here? Visiting? Well, let me give you the grand tour. This here's my domicile, and there's the door. What? No. I mean, I might be. That depends on who's asking.
Give me your money.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. You are? Oh, wow. First time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracite tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Okay.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Level up. Do that. Yep. Thank you for my abilities. One more person to find.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
What? Is that you?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do. All right.
How about you tell me?
Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
All in one better.
That's all I can ask of you.
Want a lot more better.
Oh, I cut my own hair.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
Excuse me.
Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. No, thank you. That's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Broke.
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
Now I gotta find something for this guy. In here. Let me shot himself. This is bad. The company's going to have a yeah, that's crap.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How?
Yes. He died.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Yes.
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. Here you are.
Gravesite papers affixed with my signature, and an IOU.
Sweet. He's nerd. Graveside fees, graveside fees. Gotta talk to Silas. Silas. Where'd it go?
Hey,
hello.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Hey,
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Something I can do for you?
Run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy. What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see? And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Yay.
Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Yep. Hey, bro. Right. Where are we going now? Main quest, side quest, companion quest. Go for this one. Where are we going? Whatever. Come on, Parvati. Let's go for a run.
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Throwing stones because I think you were terrifying. Yeah, dear. What's it? Vending machine. Okay. Sell all junk. Yes.
Here they come!
Here who
That's the last of them!
Little bastards. Anything useful in here? Like it so far. Shunts. Button things. Eco pad. No places to go into? Nope. Up here. What's up here?
I'm ready for this! That's smart! Down they go! Not even stopped.
Any more? Nope. All deadsies. We're getting a building. Quick tab, no. Okay then. Moving on. For you. Me your cola. Food. I'd pick. Can I get inside you? Sounds dirty. Hello? There we go. Bit cartridges. Watch out while left.
Incoming!
At me.
Bouncing off!
Yeah, go lay it.
Everyone alright?
There you go, bitch. Anything else? Trick blade. Give me all your money. Look at that heavy on. Give me ammo in this. What we got here? Long guns and other light weapons. Heavy and long guns. Light assault. That's long gun. Real? Messages. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Elected letter. Let me just pick it up. Use. Wait. Nope. No time for sleep. Going up. Activities. Sure, it'll be fine. Going here. Gonna go over here. Scan your body. Yours.
Here they come!
I can't kill you. Literally can't blank in your face. Jeez. Kill them? Good lass. You got a body part left, he must have exploded. What's in her? Stomach power. Bit of food. No cash in there. Knife switches.
Easy.
Model spaceship. Get in there. What about mag picks? Where are you? More food. I'm gonna go over here. Dog.
Got them all.
Wait. Anything else? Nope. Looks like we're going into a cave. That. I'm not getting blown up today, thank you.
That was quick.
Level up. Smurferation, and Smurfs. And Restream. I'll do nicely. If I can. Another model ship. I do not have a gun for this. Kill him. You're dead. Where are you fighting? Where are you? Where are you, woman?
Sure thing.
Oh, there you go. Die, robot, die. What's that? And that is over there. Having the bullets. They're shooting that ship down. All that shit.
Watch out! Down they go!
Hello? This captain out you know, just the fingers. Stop running. Running away. Stand still.
We made it.
Nice shooting, Pavine. Bro, I got some skills. I blew somebody up. Where's everybody gone? One if you were shooting. Oh, bit gone for good.
Nice one!
Nice, only one. You. Bullet blow glass. No. Wait. That was a bit. Anyway. Any more?
Here they come! Get past that armor!
There we go. Only a light ammo. Enough heavy. Big Joe. Vending machine. Sell. Alright, repair. Okay.
It's not the best choice. It's Master's choice.
More stuff and things. Love it. I don't know what I just picked up, man. Take it. Got the medicine. Kind of Borderlands in this game. I like it a lot. Food. Frozen things. What we've got now. Yep. Solo shotgun. Don't mind if I guess. It's not got a diamond inside of it. But I have it. I'm all we go. Well, you know I gotta wear a cowboy hat. Eat one. Consumable. Adrenal. This Venus on it. Adrenal time. Shit. And identification. Yay, no picture. Alright. Where we heading now? Listening. Die, robot, die. After a little break, I'm back. And we're back. Now what we're doing. No, what? I remember being in. Oh, we just left the building. No. Maybe. Give me a shotgun. Oh dear.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Go for it.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the way.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard. Hebs Shirley. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Let's find a little book. Miller time. It's Miller time. What up, Miller?
Bring us honor, soldier. You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. In fact, I think the time's coming to unwrap that package you delivered me, which, unbeknownst to you, housed a mighty weapon. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig. Fun. This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson. I've been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Sweet. Right then. Now we gotta do. Let's do this book to this guy. Over there.
Any
What up,
progress
Vicar?
on that matter we discussed? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this... French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French! Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Overreacting? Do you have any idea how many years I spent in... No. You couldn't possibly know, could you? I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that
years in
underlies the plan.
cryostasis.
I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted. Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Sure.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Sounds good.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order, and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Okie dokie. Right, what's next? Turn in the medicine. Retrieve a logic module. This one. Who do I choose? Who do I choose? I think I'm gonna go with a female. She seems a little bit doolally. What's her name?
I've got some time.
I shuffle it.
Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types. You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
Sweet.
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room? Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Very cool. Companion perks. Okay. Alright then. Do 5 in this. Do 3 in that, 2 in that. Yep. Thatty. Ooh, I like your hammer. Can I have? That's very cool. Bridge. Sneaky, boisterous. Engineering. Let's go with base health. Might be better for you. I've gotta go in there anyway, so. Let me read the message. Okey-dokey. Moving on up. Any grave sites? I say I'm a big fan of the pistol. I can't replace it when I can. Something a bit more oomphy. I'm not on the map here and I don't know what it is. Those guys. I really need to fight them right now. There's no point in trying to. Any blobber here? In here. Oh, I can break into it.
Wish I could do that.
Armor parts. Plasma rifle. Combat drones. Scorched journal. There's a lot to read. Behind shitter. Don't like it. Well, that was not worth breaking into. Sure. What a dead body there. Your food. Another model ship. Looks like an air horn, but it's probably not. A lot of bodies, but I'm not seeing any people trying to kill anyone. Big cartridge. What?
Something you need?
Just chatting to yourself. I do that a lot. It's called being crazy.
Move along, stranger. We don't want
Maybe
any
it was
trouble.
you.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Nope.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
I guess.
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Good for you.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Much obliged.
Might be rude.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
But I'm not exactly a hero.
I trust you will listen to
guy
your
with a gun.
conscience.
Geothermal plant. What's up?
Where are we headed?
Okay then. To the geothermal plant. I can get the hill. Got some fat legs. No. Mechanical. Yeah.
We got this! That's the last of them!
Sure is. Flywheel. Just little bits and pieces hanging around. Like we're gonna have a lot of I'm gonna say zombies then. Load machines to kill.
The control room should be off to the right.
Hell all the junk.
I hope we're doing the right thing. Something you need?
What you're talking about? You're chatting away to yourself. Don't shoot me, motherfucker. Dog out. Okay. What be over here?
Processing data. Searching for
Incoming!
The door for me, oh shit. Pick this lock.
Hey, that's impressive!
Thank you. I'm a very impressive person. No in here though. Messages. Business choice. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-dum-dum. Right. What's in here? Really pointless opening that door. Could have just got in for real. Yep. What this be? Redirect power. Error. I have to do it myself.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Yep. Until we get shot in the face. And then it won't be so easy. Fix this stuff, huh?
Gosh, that's good.
Unlock door. That's good. Pyro weapon updated. Okay. Fair enough. I didn't open you. This stuff for me? Right then. Let's see what's happy house. Down this way.
All beginning security.
Pass that armor!
This shotgun's terrible. Yep. Pistol's better. Yeah, there's no point using the other gun. They're all crap. Apart from the assault rifle.
For me.
What be in here? Nothing so far.
Processing. Searching
Here they
for...
come!
Not all of them? Give me some heavy ammo. Light ammo crap. Energy cells. So not them. What's here over here? Chester's passcode. Hello. We've got a key card. What did I miss 4 times? Ooh, more stuff and things. Volume 3. Need something to read. Okay.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems, operational. Combat systems, operational. It's not the best choice. It's the Spacer's choice.
Sure.
Hostile actions towards Spacer's choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with Spacer's choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist. Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Granted, sir. Look. C. Higgins. Seems to be in a lot of these.
No, just leave me alone.
What? You chatting, brother? Down the stairs we go.
Go away, Phantom.
Phantom? Calling me a phantom? And Sesame!
Oh, you got that?
More stuff and things. A workbench. Well, hello there. Mods? Something I could see. What? What's this for? Starting a shotgun. Blech. Go to the inventory. Keep that for now. Break it down. Break it down. Toss ball stick. Better than that. What we got in here? Rid of that one. Already got one of them. Keep them in. Cowboy hat. Assault rifle. Yep. Insert mod. Which type? Mag 2 power. Change the weapon damage type to plasma. I mean, sure, why not? This one. Mag 2 zap. Yeah, so what have you actually got? Just do. Range weapon magazine increase the amount of ammunition in the weapon. What have we got in here now? Magazine size. Yeah.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded. Here they come!
Yeah, go that way. Steam's in the way. Okay, you get stuck. You deal with him. Right then. the valves. Thank you. Open that. Okay. There's been enough.
Get away!
No.
Not real. You're not real.
I'm very real. Around before I talk to you.
Get away!
Someone.
You're
Hello?
not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot! Scram!
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See? See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
This guy's crazy.
Of course. Sprats are an excellent source for my daily recommended intake of mercury. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Okay.
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant. I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section. Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
This guy's crazy.
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead. Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you. Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module.
Wait. Oh, impact ammo. Oh, look at that. Fancy. Write this down. Inventory. Write this down. Auto mag pistol. Better than that shite. Plasma gun. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Ooh. That's cool. I like the plasma gun. It is cool, yeah. Sounds louder. Must be more powerful. Did I need to go this way? Oh, Jeremy. What up, bro? You too? You're not Jeremy.
performing an area.
Wait. Search all these guys up. Make sure we got all the stuff and things. Where else you go? Nothing there. Oh, no. I will take you, I'm thanking you. Take all the stuff away.
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil? Something you need?
Nope. Clearly not. Every time you talk, you're talking to yourself. Oh goodness, well. Goodness, well too. Okay then. We haven't installed yet. Oh, we can. Wait. Up it is. What to be up here? Most of them failed. Okay. Let's continue on, woman. Oh, that way.
Once we do this, there's no going back.
Yeah. I'm not ready for that yet. I'm back down here. I think they're all dead, the robots, but... to turn them off. Where was that? Oh, here. There we go.
That's the last.
Let's get back upstairs. Can't have more than much in the way of power if I had to turn all lava onto that.
Hey, mister?
Yes?
Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
You're okay.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Not to worry.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for. Even if they don't care much for me.
We've done it now, so let's move on. No. This way. Positioning to the end of the world. Right. What can we do other than that? Return to Ludwig. Retrieve the power regulator. Okay. That would really be a breakthrough. Back it up there, so I have to go around. Cause I got fat thighs and I can't move up hills. Give me a hammer.
Oh, he used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Go hammer somebody in the face. Do you want?
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos?
Faces I want to shoot.
Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
That's disgusting.
If I were in a better mood, I might be inclined to try and change your mind.
Okay.
Wish I could do that.
Yeah,
What do you think you're doing? I don't have time for this.
You sure as I ain't gonna need it?
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town.
Nope.
Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. No kidding. Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. We killed them all. In fact, I put aside something special, on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Sure, I'd be glad to take them off your hands. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox. It's just... Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her.
You'll be fine.
You know where to find me.
Let's go find the other book for this kid. Gotta go back that way anyway, so let's move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it. Plasma rifle. Can I jump over this? No. Community center. Open this door there. Maybe I haven't. Not bought it yet. Okay. Plenty of stuff to find.
You're fast.
I am very fast. Okay. Maybe. No. That does say riot control armor. Shit. And I need to get this ammo thing. I can't just run away. Upstairs. Anything else for me in here? Few things. Dead body. Air horn. Looks like an air horn. Missed him. It's fine. Right, get out of here. Go find my way out. Right then. Oops. Oops. It's a minefield. Why the hell would there be a minefield? Alright. Tell you what though, while I'm here, let's see a look with Miller Ludwig, whatever his fucking name is. Donkey butt face. Where are you? There are raids. Stop glitching, thank you.
Never seen the Vale lit up like this before. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. Okay. So here's a couple of bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Short stick. What? What's done this? Why is it red? That'll do. Vendor prices. Companion skills. Carrying capacity. Everybody needs it. Right now. What we got in Written Engineer. Only 3 volumes. This kid would probably bugger off into space. Space, space, space. Spacey, space, space. What's there? Oh, the ramp. Can't steal people's shit, so let's try and find it around here. Wait, what are
Hey,
you?
you made it. Had a word with the constable yet?
Nope. Don't much care. Just don't jump down. I've got black ankles. Go see this donkey. Where is it? In the same place I just came out of. Die. What up?
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes. But I have done my best for this town.
Have you though?
I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home. Unless you can demonstrate to me that we are helpless without her, I see no reason why I should stand down.
Okay.
You will excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil? Adelaide has been using dead bodies in her fertilizer? That's... Come to think of it, that's a stroke of brilliance. What a remarkably efficient solution. Recycling Spacer's Choice property long after its date of expiration. I was wondering about those missing bodies in Silas's cemetery. So Adelaide wants me gone. Trade my life for the life of the town. You understand what she's doing. If I leave town, I'm as good as dead. If I stay, Edgewater will die of attrition. Adelaide has discovered some secret cure for the plague, and she is holding my town ransom. If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Yep. So am I.
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement. I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week. I have always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Fair enough. You're gonna have to kill him.
Something you need? He's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me
more
around,
interested in
asking
just
me to
thinking
explain what I
stuff.
was doing.
Fixing.
Like a puppy, kinda.
Think he wants to get into your panties.
I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. If he wants to learn about engineering, we should help him get those data pads he wants. I'd like to do that for him.
I bet you would. Well, good news is, we already got them. So let's go see him. Do this and then we'll end the stream. 'Cause it's getting late and I'm tired. Run, little legs, run. At least I can sprint a little bit faster. That kind of helps. Not much, but it helps. Hello there, red box. Have fun opening this. Can I watch the trees? No.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
I got them all, pal.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself.
Yep.
That's a complete set. All
You
3
might have done.
parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati. I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Electrocharged surface. Sweet. Whatever that does.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Don't be a dick. We just helped you out.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward. You're telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Peace out, nerd. Right on. Shock stick. Light machine gun. we got here? Return to the unreliable. That's going to be in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Peace.